Well, welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here with another build for beating Arch-Tempered Rey Dau in Monster Hunter Wilds. So the Sakura Tide set is busted. If Blossom Dance is happening, you need to be running that build, but what about after Blossom Dance? What can you do? Well, that is what this video is about. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, share with friends, comment your thoughts down below. So on my Mobalytics page, we can see, actually, Arch-Tempered Rey Dau isn't as scary as people thought it was going to be. You just go max thunder resistance, defense charm, and then you can just run whatever you've been running. Here's the secret for this event. The only thing that matters is surviving, so you can win, get the materials, and then craft the Sandmail Gamma set, and then you get to build whatever you want and have fun. But for those first couple of clears, yeah, just go tanky. It doesn't matter if it takes 20 seconds longer because you're losing out on 2 burst or weakness exploit or something. Now, this build still finds Burst 5 without the Chain Jewel, but again, it's about whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your main build is, and then finding the Defense Charm and the Thunder Resistance. Now, you really only need the level 4 defense boost, but once you get the level 5 charm and then add another defense, you get a lot of extra defenses, plus 15 regular, 3 more elemental, and then a 3% bonus to your defense. So that's just good right there. And then there's a couple of things that are preference. Earplugs. You know, a lot of people just regret not having them if they're just like comboing off and popping off. But if it's not a big deal, or if there's a hunting horn on your team that's bringing the earplugs, then this isn't needed, which means you can change a few things up. You can take out the earplugs jewels, you can put in counter, and then that gives you level 3 counter strike, which is really good. 45 seconds of plus 25 attack. If you can find it, take it. Now, this build has 2 pieces of Beta Arc Vulcan, so you end up with Hasten Recovery, but against Arch-Tempered Rey Dau, it doesn't really matter that much because it's going to be like one massive hit that pulls you out of the fight, and then you want to heal up. So it's not like you're getting tagged with a little hit or taking some kind of damage and then healing it up with the Hasten Recovery. So this doesn't matter as much. And then maybe you can play around where, okay, I'll just go for Burst Boost instead. So there is a little bit of freedom with this part of the build. And then I'm just a big fan of supporting and wide range. So you can find wide range here and still end up with Burst 3, which is fine. Blongo Helm, just maxing out wide range, is also really awesome. So I put in Thunder Resistances and a Gobbler Jewel. Shockproof is just kind of free. And then I don't know what the objectively best choice is here because you got a level 3 slot. So Chain Jewel just moves up your burst and gives you a little bit extra. However, if you go Counter Strike, you can do that. So it feels weird putting a level 2 gem in a level 3 slot. But the +1 to the Counter Strike going to level 3, it gives you 10 attack and then it gives you more time on the effect. So that could just be better than like the little bit of an upgrade that you get on burst, especially if you're running raw, because then you're not getting the elemental boost. And then the main thing about this build with wide range is that we're also getting the inspiration. So this is really good for Hunting Horn outside of Blossom Dance. That, alright, everyone's getting attack. We're just making up for whatever. They get attack, you give them all their mega demon drugs and their pills and stuff. And then super duper giga buffing. And then you can even go to a non-healing horn once you have all of your setup. And then just drink potions and then heal up that way while using the Ardean status hunting horn. Because you just get all kinds of insane melodies. That's what I'm going to show in my gameplay. And here's the build so you can see the final stats where we have a massive 24 thunder resistance with the Kunafa meal. So we're going to be just fine. And then the item pouch is going to be what I had in my other video where, alright, since we're wide range, starting off with all the mega stuff, popping some adamant seeds, and then we're just kind of set up for the rest of the fight. If you're not bringing wide range, it is on you to use the hard shell and demon powders occasionally. That way you can help out, be supportive. Same thing with Dust of Life and Life Powder. Just bring it. If someone gets knocked down, they're not able to like heal themselves up and you were going to drink a potion anyways, just use the Life Powder and then everyone is doing great. Alright, so while I wait for people to come in, I guess I can practice where we do that into a hilt stab, into that, and then we go double, circle, hilt stab. So that gives us earplugs, affinity, and a melody of life ready to go. Pretty sure I had SOS. Alright, so we have all ailments negated, divine protection, status attack up, and everything else we can possibly want. And then we'll eat our well done steak. I guess no one's joining. Alright then. There we go. Now we're finally getting some people in here. So I'll go Might Seed, Adamant Seed, Armor Skin. Oh, yeah, I drank. demon drug. Got my well-done steak, got everything else. Then we'll just lead it off with a might pill. And now everyone else is going to be in a pretty good spot. Melody of Life is good. And then we'll just get everyone topped off as we get into the rest of this, where I alternate between the recoveries and the echo waves. So now we're just going to get a small little recovery inside of all that. Now I'll reset the Divine Protection and the Ailment Negation. Just like that. Oh, also while it's down, while it's in the bubbles. Easy game. Yeah, really all I can say is this fight is actually super easy. Especially if you're going supportive. Like, we got another hunting one out here, and I don't think anyone has to do anything. And then DPS can just kind of play however they want. Initially, I was like, man, I don't understand the complaints of people saying, like, this is too easy. Because if it was any more harder, you know, modern gamers would complain. And you need to kind of coddle people, which is why Monster Hunter Wilds is so successful. Because it is a very awesome intro Monster Hunter game. But so far with Title Update 1, they haven't made it like, oh, now you're caught up. Now you're hanging with the big boys. Now you're playing a real game. No, this is like, the first Arch-Tempered is still like baby mode. Oh, I was trying to trade it. Like, hey, what if I just smack in the head? That'd be pretty neat. Damn, that was actually skillful. Oh, I'm just getting better at the game, though, which is pretty awesome. Where inside of my performance, I switched my consumable. And I was still able to land the performance beat when I got to what I was looking for. Skill expressed. Damn, that was actually skillful. Alright, so just gonna give that last little bit of affinity and earplugs. Aw. Fight easier at the end. Make sure it's all nice and good. Still have Melody of Life. We can just do echo bubbles and it's fine. There we go. This one felt like it was quite a bit longer. I mean, that's fine. Like, no one died. No issues with finishing the fight. Just cozy and nice. Then we got a bonus Gamma certificate, some ancient stuff. Very good. 18 minutes, but a lot of that was me waiting for people to get in because I'm playing Hunting Horn, so I want them to get in so I can just drop all the buffs and then we win. So probably closer to like a 13-ish minute fight, which is around where this lands. It's not even like a difficult endurance, stamina, survival test. You just kind of play the game a few minutes longer, and as long as you're running a little bit of defensive stuff for decorations, the Arch-Tempered doesn't matter too much. So like I said, you could pretty much just run whatever build you've already been running, and then be a little more supportive or tanky to help out with the Arch-Tempered fight, and then it's just easy. After that, you use the components, and then the fun begins. And it actually gets easier, because look at all the thunder resistance on this set. So you can use this against Arch-Tempered Rey Dau, and then it just gets easier. But we have a lot of fun stuff, like latent power into the set bonus. Rey Dau Voltage, if you have 4 pieces, extends it to 3.5 minutes. And then you can go Lord Soul, so you get 1 shot, activate latent power, lethal hit doesn't count, and then you get a super duper boost. Combo that out with other pieces like the Sand Braces, which give you 2 level 3 decoration slots to do whatever you want. And it's just a fun game now. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.